ground shake.
Hey, what's up guys? It's Brian here, Brian's Lawn Maintenance. All right, we're doing a fun little vlog for you guys today. This one I want to talk to you guys about how to end the lawn care season. You know, it's funny, I've been in business for about 10 or 12 years now, and that's a really good question. One that I didn't really think too much about or pay too much attention to until one of you guys asked that question. Hanging out here today with Teddy. What's up, dude? Give me kisses. I got the dog, love it. We're just kind of hanging out today. It's actually Wednesday. Hey, not right now. Not right now. All right, it's Wednesday afternoon. We tried to do leaf cleanups on Monday and Tuesday. We got snowed out both mornings, super frustrating. And again, today, it's the exact same scenario, but I did not go out there today. We're doing a big office day today. Got a lot of stuff I'm trying to catch up on and work with some different companies to make some sponsored videos for you guys. So I want to talk to you guys about how to end the lawn care season. It was a really good question submitted by one of you guys, and I wanted to just give you the time of day to answer that the best I can. Something that I didn't traditionally think about. But after writing some notes down about some things I want to share with you guys, I do want to cover this for a few minutes. But here's one thing I want to do really quick though. You guys got about a minute and a half. I want to actually ask your guys' help. I need to show you guys something, and I want to know what you guys do for your garages. So let me show you something really quick I've been trying to work on. Let's do this. Sorry for the awkward transition. Here we go. All right, so a lot of you guys know I'm in the process of building my garage and my studio out, right? You guys can see here, well, let me give you a quick little tour so you guys can see what's going on, but I need some help with heating this thing. So you guys can see right here, we bought a TV on Black Friday. It's the first time I bought a TV in 15 years. I was joking about that on my last leaf cleanup vlog. We've got the Craftsman tool chest, the Craftsman's table. I've got these light panels, right, that are gonna be shining light. And so eventually the camera's gonna be set up like right here to capture anytime we do an in-studio podcast with a guest. It's gonna be really awesome stuff. TV, right, is gonna go up here, and then we're gonna decorate it, be cool and soundproof some of the stuff here with the foam panels, right? Here's gonna be the podcast studio. We got the swing arms that are gonna be hanging off of this, and I gotta get some stools. So here's my question for you guys, two parts. One, let me know what kind of stools do you guys have for a work garage kind of a setup. This is all new territory to me. It's the first time Liz and I have ever had a garage. Moving on up. It's such a dork. First time we've ever had a garage, so first time I'm trying to figure out what kind of stools you guys put. But the second thing is, I gotta heat this thing. Down here I bought a Salamander, a torpedo heater. It's a Dyno Glow, not sponsored or anything like that. I bought it on my own. It was like $100. But it's super loud, and because it's gas, it's gotta ventilate with the garage being open, which I'm not a huge fan of, plus it's really loud. The second thing is, this is an apartment, so I can't like run a gas heater up on top, you know, those big garage style ones. So to be honest with you, I'm a little, I'm asking the audience. I love doing videos with you guys because I get to learn every day as well. And here's where I'm at. I wanna heat the studio in the winter. I just don't know what to get. I'm looking for like a ceramic heater or an electric heater. If you guys have a good suggestion that can heat a garage, this is probably 20 by 20, 25 foot by 25 foot. Leave me some comments down below. I'd love to hear what you guys do, what you guys use, what's worked for your house and your setup. But hey, podcast is coming. We're gonna launch this here probably mid-February, mid-March. Can't wait. All right, so that's it. Ted, where you at? Come on, let's go. Let's go upstairs. Let's go upstairs, let's go. All right. Let's do this. All right, go. And hey, sorry for the dirtiness of the house. We had friends over the other day. We did Friendsgiving miss, and everything is disheveled. And by the way, we played Kemp's. If you guys are into card games, who doesn't like a good card game, right? So that's our Michigan people. That's what you do, play euchre and card games. So, all right, here's what I want to do. For a handful of minutes here, let me set up the other camera. Let's get on the whiteboard. All right guys, sorry for the abrupt transition, but here's what I wanted to talk about for the next 4 or 5 minutes, and maybe just wrap up with some thoughts that I had about one of the questions that you guys proposed, which was, how do we end the lawn care season? And again, you know, I wanted to answer this question kind of twofold. So let me write down some analogies here, some visuals. I always get nervous anytime there's a whiteboard. I feel like I'm about to be presented some magical, whimsical information or get sold on something, right? But here's the deal. Let me keep it really simple. What I want to do is show you guys part one, and that is the physical work of our lawn care landscaping business. So here's what I'm thinking. There is a start and there is a stop, right? So in our lawn and landscape company, hopefully you guys can see that on the whiteboard, there's a physical side of the business, the start and the stop. Well, what does that mean? So we start a mulch job, it's $725, and we're done with it. We get paid. We cut grass. We start a mowing job for $40. We cut trim below. We're done. We stop. We get paid. And so a lot of us have that mindset when it comes to the traditional lawn care landscaping business. It comes with our self-employed business, the actual physical work. So how do you actually wrap up the lawn care season with the physical work and letting your customers know that the season is done? Well, I got some ideas I want to share with you guys. I'm going to talk about past, present, and future, and I'll get into that here in just a quick minute. But the other side of the business is the growing of the business, the mental side of the business, the entrepreneurial side, which is the fact that the business never really stops. So I want to talk about the mental side. mental, right? And this is never ends, right? So the question is, how do we end the lawn care season? Well, the physical work is done. Let's talk about how you can physically end the business with the the past, present, and future. So, for example, what I want to say is past, you can start thanking customers for all the work that you did in 2019 or whatever year you're in, right? You can send thank you cards, thank you notes. You can just literally call, text, email, whatever your customers are used to, and just do a quick information soft touch. And that's what I would normally do with my customers. Hey, Mary, we're all done with the regular mowing season. We finished up your leaf cleanup. Hey, we look forward to restarting service in the spring. You know, our season, it's finished here, but we are a continuation business and service. So unless you cancel us, we're going to see you in April and start up service again. Now, of course, just so you guys know, in February, March, of course, we're making those confirmation phone calls to confirm the renewing of the service. But I picked that up from True Green. We never end, we keep it going, right? So I'd love to know, what are your guys' thoughts with past things that you do to thank your customers for a successful season? Now, it's funny, about an hour and a half ago, Liz and I were literally talking about all of our Christmas cards. We had so much going on with GIE, our live event, Launchpreneur Academy, which was just a blast, that we totally missed the boat on sending out Thanksgiving cards, right? What are we gonna do instead? Well, Christmas cards. We're gonna send everybody a 2019 holiday Christmas card. That's just how we wanna do it. And that's gonna be something that we can thank people for the past work that we did for this season. Well, let's talk about what else you can do for present, the present part of the business. So, as you can imagine, the physical work is done, but how do you presently stay on people's mind? Well, this is going to go to the other category, and this is what I wanted to just talk about for a few minutes, and hopefully this is making some sense, but this is kind of how I see it. It's two oars in a water, and you both have to be physically doing the work, but then mentally keeping the business going. You know, if you guys want to remember any one thing from this video and entrepreneurship in general, almost all business comes down to this: getting customers and keeping customers, right? Earning subscribers, keeping subscribers, making a sale, keep selling that client, sell somebody a car, make future upsells in that business. Lawn care landscaping, you pass out flyers to acquire customers and then you service them to keep them going, right? So getting customers and keeping customers. Well, this is the getting and the keeping, but how do we keep growing the business? Well, let's talk about what we can do. So we got our past. Let's talk about what we can presently do to keep the business growing through fall. Because the question that, like I said earlier, that was presented to me was, well, how do you end the lawn care season? Well, the physical work you end November, December, maybe some of us, unless you're in the South and you can keep going. But the business itself, it never really ends. My business never really stops. In fact, we kick things into high gear in the afterburners in the off season, which is going to catapult our success in the spring season. What does that look like? Let's keep it practical. I like actual things that we do to help you guys out. And by the way, if you guys are appreciating this stuff, shoot a big thumbs up, because I always wish more people would share their back end, like business mindset and their workflow and how they're growing their company. Well, let me share with you guys what we're actually doing in the off season months with the mental side of the business. Again, the idea is to get a customer and then keep a customer. Well, what's some things we can do to presently keep in touch with customers and then in the future keep in touch with customers? Well, for me personally, it's monthly newsletters. So the physical business is done, we're not cutting grass, we're not doing leads or anything like that, but how can we keep on customers' minds once a month? Remember, we always want to keep our business on their mind. So how do you do that? Well, soft touches. I'm not a big call people up once a month, you know, kind of a deal. I hate bugging people. But newsletters, people really enjoy those newsletters. In fact, with our LaunchpreneurAcademy.com website, I send you guys a monthly newsletter just to keep in touch. Sales, promotions, what's new, things that we're launching. And that's a great way to keep in touch and not annoy people. Well, you can do the same thing with your lawn and landscaping business. So what does that actually look like? Well, for us, it can be something that's just timely or seasonal or current events or something that's relevant to your area. I mean, the ideas here can be so wide and so broad. And that's why I love to hear what you guys do to presently keep your business on somebody else's mind. Newsletters can be just, hey, we're hanging Christmas lights. It's December. If you guys want holiday lighting, please give us a call. Hey, don't forget about our business, Rod's Landscaping, right? You can talk about current events like, hey, a huge windstorm came through. Monthly newsletter, hey, now offering tree limb removal service. I don't know, I'm making stuff up here. But that's just another soft touch. Hey, that big windstorm came through. You guys know Rod's Landscaping is always on top of things. We now offer tree pruning and tree stick removal, whatever. Give us a call if you have some trees that might have fell over that last windstorm just last week, Monday, right? And that is a way to keep on people's mind presently. So remember, we have the physical work of the business is done, but the business never closes. So we always want to keep these soft touches going. But let's talk about the last part, which is the future. How do you keep people's mind on your business in the future? Well, here's some things that you have to be a business owner and always kind of Wayne Gretzky skating to where the puck is going to be. And that is thinking about 4 to 6 to 8 weeks down the road where your customers are going to be. You need to already kind of start selling customers on where that's going to be. So what am I trying to say? Let's talk about a really practical example. In January or February, what's a monthly newsletter, an email, a phone call, a text message? What can you do to communicate your business to those people? Well, how about now accepting 2020 seasonal prepay? You can send an email out to touch base with your customers in the future to say, hey, if you want to prepay for 2020, now's a great time to line that up. You can these are just some examples on the top of my mind, but hey, maybe you do brick pavers or landscaping and there's a new brick paver or different style of something coming out or something that's new and trendy, a new LED light or something like that you guys are now using as a supplier. You can start pitching people for 2020 landscaping jobs, right? Another good one, something that I always encourage people to do is 2020 seasonal prepay with folks is tax returns, right? So these are soft touches that you can keep going to keep people, keep your business on people's mind. Hey, another one that is a little insider secret is anytime you have a newsletter or something going out, there's no problem leaving a paragraph at the bottom saying, hey, our team is growing. You know, if you have a son or daughter, somebody who's 18 plus, it might be looking for a job who's ambitious and accountable, have them give us a shout. We're always looking to hire new team members for the upcoming season. And you know, you have 100, 150, 200, 500 customers. Everybody's got a 16, 18, 20, 25-year-old son or daughter that's in high school, college, or just graduated that's looking to make some summer cash. This is just another fun little tip how you can always keep the labor pool going. So let me know if you guys do anything like that. I always include that on my emails. The last thing I'll tell you guys, as your mentally never ends, you're mentally always thinking about how to get your business growing, this is where you see the people that come out of the fall season going into spring catapult with momentum. So what's the whole takeaway? What am I trying to say here is that the next 3 or 4 months are just as important as the last 7, 8, 9 months. And this is where you see people coming out of spring with their marketing is done, their postcards are made up, their flyers are done, their yard signs are done, they've done all the branding for their trailer, their trucks, their vinyl, all that mess. And of course you can do that in February, you can do it in March, you can do it in April. But in my experience, you don't have enough time to, let me know if this is true for you guys, because this is my story. I don't have enough time in the world to make all those phone calls, go to my print shop, be on Vistaprint, so on and so forth in March and April when I'm already doing bids, estimates, and already working doing leaf cleanups and installing mulch, right? There's only one thing you should be doing in the spring, and that is income producing activity. You should be working the company, right? That's when you get back into the physical side of the business. But mentally, you should never turn off. Mentally, you should be working on all of your off-season print advertising, marketing, so on and so forth, materials. And you know what, by the way, you can do a CRM. You can sign up for a CRM like Yardbook, or there's other great options out there as well. Start transitioning your office in the off-season to an online CRM, because you don't have time to do all that in March, April, May. So what's the big takeaway from this video? How do you end the lawn care season? Well, the physical work, we start, we stop. We start cleanups, we finish a cleanup. We start a mulch job, we finish a mulch job. We start mowing grass, we finish mowing grass. The business itself, there's a physical component to it. But mentally, you never stop thinking about your business. And there's three categories. There's things in the past that you can talk to your customers about. There's things in the present you can talk to your customers about. And there's things in the future that you already got to have a content calendar that you want to communicate to your customers about. Past things are things that you've already done for the season. Present things are things that are going on right now, maybe current events. Where's your business at? Just want to touch base with people. Try to do that once a month. They're called soft touches. And then in the future, things like seasonal prepay, new projects, now booking landscaping, now hiring, so on and so forth, right? So the answer to the $1 million question I keep getting is, how do you end the business? Well, you don't. The business never ends. And that's why I always encourage you guys, if you're gonna take a vacation, just take a vacation, because the physical work might end, but the mental work never does. And if you don't take time out for yourself, you're always gonna be in this loop forever, because that's what entrepreneurship is. It is not a 9 to 5. It is a wake up, your eyes open, it's all on all the time until you go to bed, 7 days a week, and it will consume you if you don't keep it somewhat in a box. So, all right, that's it. That's my lengthy video. Hope this helped you guys out. If so, shoot a big thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Something a little bit different. If you guys want to check out some other office videos here and some other fun topics that I think will help you guys out with Yardbook, CRMs, and just our workflow in general, here, check out these other videos. And that's it for me, guys. Brian here, Brian's Lawn Maintenance. We'll catch you guys on the next video.